Great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone around the world. My name is Peter No. Big welcome to In the Know with Peter No. And I actually cannot believe I'm saying good morning around the world because I'm actually around the world today. So I am here in Korea, Gangnam. It is where the headquarters of LifeWave is. And as you all know, I'm here for the next couple of weeks, building out this market. I'm here with my brother, Eric. We are really just enjoying the town. This is my first time here in Korea. And just to start off this call today, I will be talking about a lot about leveraging, okay? Today's call is about leveraging. I want to share with you how I leveraged everything. And, as we're starting our BLD series for 2024, our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where are you building? Who are you leveraging? And what are you duplicating every day? And as we're teaching this, I'm actually living the BLD now. And I'm so happy to see everybody's faces. Just know this last week went by pretty quick. But just let's start off this call today. And also, before we start off this call, I just want to make sure everybody in California is okay, because the day I left, I've heard the rains, I've heard the floods, I'm watching all this, the news, and it doesn't look too good. So just want to make sure everyone in California is okay. Jet lag is a butt killer. Okay, jet lag is a killer. So it messes up your whole schedule. You get tired certain times of the day. But to start off this call, the reason why I'm saying this is we're building this business on a laptop, on an iPad, everyone. I want you to think for yourself today. I am here as your brand partner. I am your partner in Korea. And whatever I'm doing here in Korea, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every single person that we are meeting here in Korea, do you know that is planting a seed into your organizations? Whether you directly benefit or whether you will benefit towards this in the future when you reach SPD and you hit the global pool, I want each one of us to really think the power about this business, or the power of leveraging this industry, and the power of leveraging people. I've been talking about this since day one, since I joined the industry 20 years ago. When I was a barber, I could never, ever leave before my salon. You guys know that, right? When I was a barber, yes, you only make money every time I cut one single person's hair. I could not leave. And even if I wanted to leave to Korea for a vacation, I probably couldn't even leave for a week. But I'm here for 3 weeks, right? So when I started to understand this industry better, I started to respect or appreciate the power of this leveraging of this industry, and it has to do with people. Now, it took me 15 years almost to find LifeWave. It took me 15 years of a journey. Many of you here are doing this for the first time, joining this industry. But there are also many of us here that have been in the industry that know the power of this leveraging, but maybe could not participate into it. Then there are many of us here that have been in the industry and have succeeded, but maybe we're not in the right company to let you benefit from the world building together. Everybody gets that, right? So this is a very, very special moment here for us all. And it's actually very humbling to experience this, because every day when we hear, not only are we changing people's lives, really, when we say around the world, we're really here around the world now, right? And this is not even about Korea. This is about my partners in Italy, in France, in Canada, in Germany, in South Africa, in Dubai, in Mexico, in Thailand, in Japan. How many of us here with a raise of hand already have, if you know that you already have teams around the world in your tree, right? And if you don't worry, it's coming, right? We're barely getting started. So today's topic is leveraging. And as we're gonna go through this next hour here, I really want you to just absorb, really just feel like the power that you have, just the power that you have by being here with us. And then the next thing is the power of being part of Team Evolve. And I think I want to start the leveraging part now today in sharing what I always talk about every day, is being yourself and being the most transparent self as a leader. And the reason why I'm saying is this. Remember what I said, that the Koreans are the hardest, like hardworking, but they're so fast. And I always say that Asians, sometimes they don't have, they just move so fast because of just quantity over quality. And then because of that recruiting style, people just don't have trust into each other anymore, because they just jump and move and move. But I can tell you today, even today, the biggest leaders in Korea today still respect the trust and doing the business right. And I can tell you today, being here, that people can feel your honesty. Let me repeat that again. When they meet you, they can actually feel what kind of a good person you are, or if you're just another network marketer. Did you get that, everyone? So that's why I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of our team, because what we're doing to 85,000 partners now, or whoever joins us and participates with us, when Marcy and I and all our leaders here show, not only tell you, we don't just teach you, we physically show you what sideline work is, sideline support, upline support, that there are no lines, there are no boundaries within Team Evolve. We're just here to help good people, right? And we're here to leverage each other's skills, and we're here to build an honest organization. And as I walk into the headquarters rooms, as I'm starting to now slowly meet leaders in the industry here, they feel that. You don't have to say who you are. They know who you are. And this is why the branding of Team Evolve is so powerful, more than ever today. Each one of us have that responsibility of being that brand partner, because if I'm here and if I'm representing Team Evolve, and by the time I leave, and every person that is here with Team Evolve operates the same way, right? Works with the same behavior and the same transparency. And if we're showing Korea today a brand new market, the newest market for LifeWave, how we have been doing business for the last 5 years with Team Evolve, but how LifeWave has been doing business now for the last 20 years. You really have to respect David Schmidt. You really have to know what he has sacrificed and what he has given to even the brand LifeWave. And it took him many years, like 10 years or more, just to break through, right? He almost lost his company a couple of times. But he stuck around and he really just branded and he gave it his all to the brand LifeWave to be where LifeWave is today. So when we say the word LifeWave, it will be a respected company around the world. And then when we say the word Team Evolve, which will be the number one, and we are the number one team in LifeWave. And when I say number one, we could just say volume, but there's people that have been here for, there's David Jumper, there's Michael Schumacher. These are all the oldest distributors here, right? But when we came in, I truly believe Team Evolve has evolved the way that we're doing business in LifeWave and in the industry. And I wanted to open up this call today with this message for each one of us here today. Because as you're building wherever you are, Heidi travels everywhere, wherever she plants her seed, wherever Thomas and Beth Ann plant their seed, wherever Karen plants her seed, Deborah, right? Each person is creating that bamboo stick into the roots. And we're all just little seeds, little roots around the world, just connecting each other, right? And then whoever wants part of that tree, and they just take that tree and start growing with them, we're now one person every day at a time, just changing the way that people look at this industry. And I can personally tell you with the people that I've met, okay, you can totally tell who is a great leader and who's a really big leader here now because of the way you do business. So as we build out this year with the BLD, as we're all going to learn how to build each other, right? The skills, the behaviors. And then as you are duplicating this through your teams, right? I just want you to know, do not ever quit this, okay? Because the seeds that you're going to grow, it is going to spawn, okay? We're going to sprout this thing out. So whatever time David took, and remember, he's 20 years in this business. If you've been here for a year, a couple months, a couple years now, we are only beginning this process, this journey together. So, the power of leverage, I want to just thank even a few people here because you all know that I am not computer literate. I am illiterate, okay? I am a computer illiterate guy, okay? I don't know how to do PowerPoints and create flyers. But guess what? My new Korean team that is with Eric, I've never had a chance, all these new powerful people that are joining us, they have helped me create things that we are using here today, like a beautiful PowerPoint video that I just used to recruit. And because of that, what if I never knew that she had that skill? What if I never knew, right? But because of one person creating something, because of Sally doing something, right? And because of Eliza that knows this person, Are you all with me with this? You never know who that person knows. But because of everybody leveraging each other's skills today, we're helping each other build organizations. And if I don't know if I know this person, but Debbie doesn't know this person, and Debbie needs help, and because she knows someone in Korea, now if I leave, I can call this other person to talk to this person for Debbie. Do you all see now how the power of leverage, it doesn't matter if it's humans, doesn't matter if it's skills, we can leverage everything that we want to leverage, right? So it is such a powerful word. I want to take this whole hour just to hear from you what leveraging is later. So now let's get into talking about Korea a little bit. Who here has been to Korea? All I can say is this country is smaller than California. It's actually the half of the size of one third of the size of California. And the population here is 55 million people. Think about that, okay? One third. That's like literally from maybe Bakersfield down or Fresno down to Mexico or something. 55 million people. I've been to Hong Kong, which is a city. A city is like probably as big as not even LA, okay, something. And that has like so many million, 10 million people there. It is tight. I mean, you can see people like it is just packed, right? People everywhere. But you can like see like, you know, the buildings and the smell because there's just so many people and, you know, things, it's just crowded. But when I came here, I mean, over here, it is efficient. The buildings are efficient. You know, Hyundai is the biggest brand here. Hyundai cars. Hyundai owns the whole city here, the whole country here. Okay, Hyundai is the biggest company here. Everything is buildings, Hyundai subways, Hyundai elevators, Hyundai buildings, Hyundai cars, Hyundai motorcycle. Everything is Hyundai here. Okay, so, but the way that the respect, the people, their etiquettes, it's the culture. So being part of a culture, right? Does Team Evolve have a culture? So now I'm taking this culture and I'm learning different cultures, but the way that the Koreans, the culture is so respectful, even down to how you pour a beer. How you even pour a beer for someone. There's a certain way how to do that, right? To show respect. So it's just amazing to, you know, to be able to travel, to see different places around the world. And how many of us here joined network marketing just to be able to travel, just to be able to see other places around the world? Because I can tell you, when I joined network marketing, that is the reason why I left cutting hair, because I wanted to travel, because I could have never traveled. So now understanding, you know, I've been traveling now for 20 years, right, Rob? Rob wants to get out. He wants to get out of Houston now, right? So I've been traveling like for the last almost 20 years now. But when my early days of traveling, it was very stressful. Can anybody guess why it was stressful? Because number one, money. Heidi hit it. It cost money. Money. So, and when it costs money, it costs time. Right, Heidi? So in my previous companies, everyone, in my previous companies, the compensation plan affects the way you get paid, correct? But then the compensation plan also affects the way we can leverage each other too, correct? So this time around, not only because of our compensation plan, not only I'm okay, I'm already leveraged out, but it was my brother, Eric. Where can we now be part of a company where you know that you build one thing the right way, right? With the right teams, with the right company. And it only takes one shot. Everyone who here wants that one shot, that one hit, that hitting that lottery, right? But if we build this right, what if it affects his whole journey now? Because he's building a one market, and by the time Eric leaves here, what if his whole life is set forever? Because of the right company, the right compensation plan, and now the right product, the product that will keep us here. I'm saying all this, and I don't even have scripts, everyone. I'm just saying whatever comes out of my mind, right? But there's so much to talk about with leverage, because this traveling, and before years ago, with all my companies, they were not internationally branded. My last company I left, it was an internationally company, but I only could have sold out of America. I could not build an international business. And you all know me from my last company. We could not build an international business, even though they were an international company. Why? Because of the product and the comp plan and the owner. LifeWave is in 80 countries. Korea is the newest one. So when I mentioned to one of the biggest leaders here in Korea, one of the biggest leaders in Korea, when I said that we're an international company, and he's heard of international companies, they all build. But when I mentioned the power of Team Evolve and how powerful we are in America, what do you think piqued his interest? He knows he can leverage us. Did you get that, everyone? Because he could be as big as possible in Asia, but now he's meeting one of the most powerful teams in America. Remember that, right? So now he has an option to join any other person in LifeWave. But why are they choosing to join us here? Because of who we are. And because of what LifeWave and David Schmidt has created. To be able to be registered in 80 countries is no joke. To have 15 fulfillment centers around the world is no joke. To have 8 headquarters offices around the world is no joke. To be able to manufacture your own technology is not a joke. They know that. They understand that. And that's why I'm mentioning this, and I'm training us every day to be able to say these things, right? Because you never know what one word or one benefit or one thing that will pique that other person's mind. But if you have a whole arsenal of tools to give to them, and each one of them is already so powerful, but if it all combines into a package, you have the power to go anywhere around the world now, everyone. I can drop off Diane in Europe, right, Diane? And now you have the skills, and you have the network, you have the skills, and you have the network to support you to go anywhere around the world and start building and sharing and educating there. We are all the light for LifeWave, right? We're learning. We're all learning now how to work together. We're all educating each other on technology, right? And we are spreading this light all around the world now. And everyone around the world, still has pain, sleeping issues, and energy issues, right? Everybody around the world is still getting older, right? Our cells are still dying around the world. So what makes us so different? Because we can actually regenerate your cells wherever you are around the world. It doesn't matter what color you are, what nationality you are, we're all human beings. So we have a solution now, right, to connect. Everyone, we all have a solution. This patch, when you hold up this patch in the near future, it could be the international symbol of who you are. You're going to connect with people. And I've had one of my friends, one of my brand new friends who joined us, his name is Dr. Matt. He saw this, and he's getting so excited because he's actually asking all his friends and his other friends, and some of them have heard of the patches wherever they are around the world, and he calls. And then we even have a Korean person who's selling skincare, and he's approaching all the doctors, skincare doctors in America, and he goes, Peter, how come all these doctors now are trying to recruit me back into a patch? Why are so many people on the patches? I'm like, don't miss the boat because it's coming, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that this patch, this white little patch here, is like a symbol of health. Does everybody see that? We're creating the new version of how simple you can do to help yourself in health. And we're all messengers, beating the same drum and sharing the same thing to teach people all about what health is. So how cool is that today, more than ever? And we're going into the best time right now. This is the time, because the 20-year anniversary, it is going to be known all around the world, everywhere around the world. It will know LifeWave, and it's so amazing. And I'm just saying, this is, now you can go anywhere and be part of Team Evolve. You can go to Taiwan headquarters office. You can go to Thailand. You can go to Guadalajara in Mexico. And I cannot wait for the Utah office. Everyone, wait till the Utah office is open, okay? That is going to be one of the, I think it's probably going to be one of the best MLM network marketing offices the United States has ever seen. Can you guess why? Because it's the newest MLM office in the United States. It's going to be the most technology advanced office. As you know, David is using the communication, that holograph 3D device he's built. And now I barely got that now. Why did he build that? But I understand the power of that now, because when I walked into that office, you can see how excited people are. But now I'm actually excited because that office is connecting to everybody's office around the world. So technology is here in health, and also technology is here in building your business. And this is called true leveraging wherever you are, right? Wherever you are. So, wow. Let's open up. I want to hear from you for a few minutes. What does leveraging, how do you feel when I say this? Okay. How do you experience when you start hearing this, this power of this? Okay. I don't know if anybody wants to chime in. You can just unmute yourself, raise your hand. How do you feel when you hear the power of leveraging? What does it mean to you? Okay. If you want to share, go ahead, do it now. I'll open it up. You want to share? Oh, my brother here wants to share. He's in the talking mode right now, and it's 5:30. Come on, Eric.
I don't want to be on camera, though.
No, you got to be on camera. What are you talking about?
Hi, everyone. We talked a lot about business leverage. I mean, what other company we brought over $5,000 worth of sleeves to Korea in a bag on a plane. I want you to really imagine that type of leverage. What kind of product leverage where you can bring $5,000 worth of inventory to a country? You cannot do that with pills. You cannot do that with creams. You cannot do that with Kangen water. Think about that, for example. Now we have 5,000 sleeves to help so many Koreans out here with their health and impact them. That is a very powerful leverage. And when we went into customs, they didn't ask us questions. They're just like, oh, cool, okay, envelopes. That in itself is leverage. So I think about so much leverage over here because me and Peter, we went through a lot of different companies and we had to learn all these things. It's a very small little nugget, but since we're on the topic of leverage, I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Now, I'm going to piggyback off that. Not only did we come here with $5,000 worth of products, I want you to now think, go back to your old companies. What does $5,000 worth of skincare product look like? What does $5,000 worth of supplements look like? Okay, that's like a whole luggage or 2 luggage full of things that I used to carry. I used to carry in back of my days, right? And what about those products? Now you're taking $5,000 products of vitamins and skincare, and now you're going to a brand new market and competing with their people, their products, their competition. And then now you're coming, and then not only that, when you leave the country and you spend all that money, all that time building, meeting, hotels, dinners, trainings, all that. And what if you leave? And what if there's no system to support you after you leave? I used to do this all the time. I used to travel to Hong Kong, to Taiwan, to Mexico, to I don't know, countless places in my old companies, but I never had duplication, everyone. Barely leadership, no systems. Every time I invest all my hard work energy into one market, but when I left, they still did not know what to do because we didn't have a system. We didn't use Zooms back in the days like this at all, at all. And I want to leave with this before I get to Jeff and Juan, okay? These $5,000 worth of products, patches. How many sleeves is that? I don't even know. That's a lot of sleeves, okay? Like could be 50 sleeves or whatever. 50 sleeves times 30 patches. That is 1,500 patches. What if Eric and I just go around, and we're not going to walk the streets because it's like negative something zero, okay? But what if Eric and I are just fairy tales and just start throwing away patches to 1,500 patches to every Korean that we see? Here's a patch. Here's a patch. Here's 1,500 people can get patched. Is that called leveraging? Can you imagine we're leveraging patches all around the world? One person, just one person that gets an experience is your partner. But what if that one person knows the biggest leader here in Nu Skin? So we saw a Nu Skin building. Herbalife, we saw Herbalife buildings, right? I don't know, they're probably being staked out now because they look pretty empty, okay? So, you understand where we're going with this, right? This is the power of networking, the power of leveraging, and the power of the patch. Oh, we already used that word, power of the patch, right? So here's another thing about the power of the patch. This is powerful, everyone. And Eric and I are starting to recognize, and we're like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then another thing, the way that we're communicating right now. I literally just got up 15 minutes ago and took a shower and then just turned on my Zoom and boop. Next thing you know, we have 103 people here. I did not have to go to a studio. I didn't have to go set up a whole lighting system. I didn't have to go to the train. I didn't have to go to an office. I didn't have to call Marcy and Marcy, can you help me? Da, 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 da. That is another leveraging, right? The leveraging of this phone. And then the leveraging of the comp plan. As I'm here, and everyone, you know my structure. Every single person that is coming into my right side today, my right leg, right? And you all know that I'm handicapped too. My left leg is way bigger than my right leg, okay? So I'm handicapped. But We're going to fix that leg. We're going to put some patches on it and it's going to grow, right? So it's growing, but every one person that's coming into my right side is adding 330. Actually, just imagine every one person's coming in my right side is adding 330 PV to get to my 660 PV, and I'm earning $50. Now, I want to ask the serious question. Where can you go into a market, and by the time I leave here, everyone, I will max out the comp plan now? Where can you get a $20, $30, $50,000 monthly bonus for the rest of your life by just building one market one time? Now that is the power and leverage of money. And how much is it really costing me here to be here? I travel, I still have to get a hotel. I eat, still got to eat. Did I have to pay for the LifeWave office? No. Who's paying for that? Thank you, David. Thank you, LifeWave. Beautiful office, conference room, beautiful office. Thank you, David. Who here uses we're 1099, right? We can write off all the stuff too, right? So there's a free gift, there's a free vacation. I'm building this business for free. Free. No, it's not free. I'm getting paid. Thank you, LifeWave. So for all the new people here, if this is your first time hearing this, you're lucky. Let me tickle your ear. This is a good thing, right? And this is why we do network marketing. So, Jeff, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. It's happy to see you, man. You're inspiring me. And my thoughts are, in less than a year, I've completely changed, and I'm dreaming again because of you all and what David has before us. I am in a clinic that I'm stuck with payroll and all the bricks and mortar that I don't want to have to deal with anymore. So fast forward to this August coming ahead. My son is in Europe, in Amsterdam, and already planning to go over there for 6 weeks and start a business in Amsterdam. He has friends in Berlin that this is already underway, and then in Rome. So I'm going to go and start 3 markets, and I'm going to be able to hang out with my son. He's going to stay in Europe.
Wow.
This opportunity has given me the ability to go do life with my son in Europe. And I would have never had this opportunity if it hadn't been for someone knocking on our door a year ago. So I've never been more grateful. And what you're saying is, it strikes right to the heart, and it's giving so many people hope. Rich's Health and Wealth Wednesday, Marcy Preble was on, told her story and the hope that she's sharing. And what we didn't even know, I didn't even know you last year. So what Peter's saying is amazing. Jump on. It's a personal development program wrapped around account plan like never before. And the money isn't why we're here. It's because we're giving people hope. And for me to be able to go do this with my son in Europe, Peter, you've given me something I've never had. So that's what I have to say, buddy.
Thank you, Jeff. And I'm going to piggyback what you said. Can you imagine the family lineage, everyone? What Jeff is doing for his son, what his son is seeing his father doing, building a family business. Every person that Jeff is talking to, do you think that's for him? He's doing this for his family, his children, right? His son. And now, for the first time, he gets to enjoy maybe building, creating history, creating memories with his son. And I can tell you that. Do you know the Asians here, even Eric, Eliza, Rachel, if you're on this call, right? All the Korean families here, do you know that they're signing up their mother, their children right away? Because they understand the power of leverage. It is as easy. How many parents here have ever opened up a savings or checking account for their children? So what, you wouldn't open up a $300 silver account for your children here, your child? You see the power of that? You can literally just for $300 get products back. And for $300, you have a silver pack. And for $300, your child has a business identity that they can write off, that is way more powerful than just a savings account sitting there earning interest, right? The interest here is what? People. So we're building each other's generations of generations of generations coming through this business and all around the world. So Jeff, I can't wait to interview your son one day and see his experience through his eyes, right? So Juan, unmute yourself, buddy.
Greetings, everyone. So I just wanted to share the fact that we have an amazing amount of beautiful, genuine, caring people who are literally there for you, such as right now, Peter at 5:30 in the morning. He doesn't have to do this. And yet here he is sharing the experience and letting us be a part of it. So we get to be a part of the journey. And we have people like Carol and Pat Tom and Fred and Diane and Jeff, and we have Dr. Don Pattison. So these people literally will go out of their way. I kid you not. They will go out of their way to help you with whatever you might need. If there's somebody who might be, 20, 30 minutes away, and you say, hey, can you go over there and see if you can get some patches to them? They literally will go out there and do it. Or, hey, I have a meeting with a doctor. Would you be willing to come over? Dr. Don came over. I've never had a team of people who are willing to do that. You want to talk about leverage? These people literally, the knowledge, their experience, and they're willing to do that for each and every one of us. So for me, this is a real team of people who really care about each other and uplifting one another, edifying one another, and really helping us succeed in every level. So I've been learning from a man by the name of Julian Gordon, and he came up with a book called Rich and Righteous. And in that book, he talked about that we want to have a blessing model and a business model. And for me, LifeWave is a perfect blend, a perfect harmony of a blessing model and a business model where we get to bless people with a higher quality of life. And if they so choose, they can also have wealth. So you can have health and wealth at the same time in harmony, and you get to do it on your own time. And I get to do it with my sons and my daughters, and they get to witness it and experience it along with me. So this literally is the best of the blessing model and a business model in harmony. And we're genuinely blessing people with health and wealth. So I'm very grateful to David. I'm grateful to Peter. Love you guys. Love all of you.
Hey,
thank you.
We love you, Juan. And I want to piggyback what Juan said. I mean, look at him. He's hanging out with his children. He has time. He's just driving them, learning. His children are seeing his father, the father being excited, taking care of the health of the family. And then I'll probably get that book. I want to read that because it is it's a really, really unique time today more than ever to be blessing people and creating wealth. Remember, everything is energy, right? Now more than ever, when you give energy, the world is giving back to you in other ways. It could be financial ways. It could be people ways. It doesn't matter. We don't know, right? But we're blessing people. And again, because our culture, we don't use the money. Remember, the mission before the commission, right? It's so powerful. And we live it. We just don't even talk about it. We live it. There has never been one person here on our team Evolve Call, our organization, that leads with money. We can see that already. So now that mindset actually duplicates throughout the world now. Now that's what I mean by when we go in, when Eric and I walk in the office, and when other leaders see us, they know that we actually are not about money. They can feel it in us because it's so different than every other leader or every other person that they meet in that realm, in that time. Does that make sense? That is what I'm talking about. And that You cannot make it up. You cannot just create that overnight. It takes relationships. It takes years of building a foundation like this, and to be able to now, today, more than ever, right? So Juan, yeah, thanks Juan for posting that book up. Pamakai, unmute yourself.
Hi, Peter.
Hi.
Hey, you're closer to me now, I think.
Oh, I can just move to there, and I can go to Hawaii.
Stop
and
here
come
on the way back
to California.
Yeah. Stop here
Okay,
on the way
I love
back.
to.
So my question is, I totally am on board with children and having them part of the business. My 10-year-old has fully inserted herself in mine and is looking forward. But my question is about that legally, as a brand partner, how old do they have to be to legally do
18.
18?
18.
Okay.
18.
She's dying.
If you have someone who's 17, call me,
Okay.
figure it out, but it's 18. There are a few people, that they're gonna, if your child's gonna hit 18 this year, then figure it out, okay? But it's 18. 18.
Okay.
10 years old, I would say by the time you build this out, Pomakai, you can literally gift her that gift, and she doesn't even have to build anything by the time she hits 18 herself. So you'll be good to go.
But she will. She's so into the patches, and
Oh,
they've helped her tremendously already. So she
I
has
would love
a
to.
testimony now.
would love to interview her. Who here wants to hear a 10-year-old child's a testimonial on a podcast? And how many people can share that, right? Let's do it. So
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you,
I want to hear
Pamakai.
it.
Thank you.
We'll do it.
I know. I'll see you when I'm back.
All right.
All right. Who is next? Anybody else want to share anything before we move? Oh, wow. There's only 12 minutes left. This hour is gone. Okay. Debbie, unmute yourself.
I just want to quickly say that I'm coming from, well, hairdressing, but because of my health, I had to stop working 14 years ago. And this company came along. This company found me through a friend. And this, you talk about leverage. I was in a world where I thought I didn't know what my future was going to hold, health-wise or financially. As a hairdresser, we can earn a lot of money, and that came to a halt. And I loved it. Would still be doing it today if I could, but this company now has come and taken the place of that, and I can even do right from my home, from a wheelchair. For now, I can reach people, and you are all helping me to get my feelers out there even further than I ever imagined I would ever, And so this has brought back hope for me, for my health, number one, and given me a purpose to share this information and teach other people that feel like they don't have any place to go in life, that they can still be, they can have a passion and a purpose, a really good purpose to reach out and share, so I'm so grateful to LifeWave. So grateful. Thank you.
And Debbie, I know we've seen a lot of transformation into you in the last 12 months. We've seen your growth. We've seen your health growth. And I want to give you a really good news.
Thank you.
The biggest salon in Korea, everyone. The biggest is joining us, just to let you know. The biggest salon in Korea is joining us. And actually, I don't know, because I think he said the world. I can't confirm about the biggest salon in the world, but he said it's the biggest salon in the world. Okay. 80 stations. 80 stations, Debbie. Can you imagine running a 80 station salon?
No,
He
because I
showed
was
us a picture.
independent. I
I
was
know.
the owner operator. I can't even imagine that.
80, Debbie, he showed us a video. It looked like a train station with just chairs and people just running around. Can you imagine the kind of cash flow, the kind of products? I cannot imagine, okay? And it's not even 80. It's the most highest end, high-end hair salon. Some of their haircuts are anywhere from $150 to $300 a haircut.
Wow.
Haircut. And guess what? I never knew the guy. Eric never knew the guy. But it just so happens that Eric met Gay. Gay introduced to Eliza. And that happens to be Eliza's cousin.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, what a perfect segment into this leverage, right? And he is one of the most humblest man, and ta-da, that is him.
Oh.
He wrote a book on relationships.
Wow.
In Korean. He gave us a gift of this book. He is such a humble man. I didn't even have to explain it to him. We were on Zooms before we got here. He literally understands and he sees the vision. And you know why? He does not need to do this. Do you know what got him? It was our hearts. Because we didn't talk about money. He knows our mission, our vision, our core values, because he writes about it. That's how it makes sense. We just attracted it. And his education platform, he speaks all around the country, all around the world, in hair consulting, the beauty industry consulting. And guess what? I told him my vision one day was to what, everyone? Build all the salons around the world too. So maybe God is just divinely putting all these puzzles, all these people together just to align with us, because we're fully aligned. We're fully open to this vision, right? So my vision is opening up other people's vision. And other people's vision is opening up somebody else's door. That has led me to this man right here. Beautiful man. Not only that, when we first saw him, he gave us a beautiful pin. It is New Year's here this week, and it's Chinese New Year's, everyone, okay? So there won't be too much business going on because everyone's in party mode, okay? But again, and he was the first one that we saw when we landed here. He was the first one. So can you imagine our minds right now, what we're thinking, right? Can you imagine every Asian salon in Asia being supported by every salon in America going under Korea and building that international 24/7? Right now, it is morning here. It is going into the nighttime around the world. What if every hairstylist, Debbie, around the world is using patches and we're making money 24/7, or we're helping people 24/7? That is leveraging, right? What is the name? I'm sorry, I cannot read Korean, so I cannot tell you what the name of this book is. I just know his face and what it means. Relationships. So yeah. Terry, unmute yourself. And thank you, Terry.
Hey.
I think I received one of your cards, right? Did you send me a card?
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you for the
probably,
card.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm just quick question for the military families. Did you find out anything if and then what if I have a friend that's got relatives, like let's say the grandparents are in Korea and it might be interesting. Should we enroll that person here, or just ask them, do you want to be with Lifeway? Because we can enroll your family member over there, or
Hey,
better
Eric, what are
to,
the guidelines? I believe, I just to confirm, if you're a school teacher or if you
Yeah, we
work
do
for
that.
the government,
Mhm.
and if you're in the military, you're part of the government. I don't think you cannot enroll.
Right, this would be
You
the
can-
spouse of that. Yeah, so I was wondering, okay, it's
yeah,
probably, yeah, if while you're there, if you could find out, that would be great.
I'll
Because
find
she
that out
was in
today.
network marketing and did well over here. And then the thing
Mm.
is that they will eventually come back, so I don't know what happens if somebody moves, they just keep their same, I know that's probably happened in Europe too. You just keep your same account, or you have to change
Yeah.
something else. Okay,
Oh, no. Once you sign up in that country, you are coded to that country. But
Mhm.
we're just doing business all around the world. Okay. So once you're in, you're in. You don't ever have to change. Oh, that's another thing. To have a streamlined system, back office, everyone, where around the world, this thing is uh, converting your currency. Remember, people equates to points, points equates to money. It doesn't matter what, points are still points, and then wherever you are across, wherever you live, that will convert into that money for you. So imagine you're having people all around the world join you, and that's points, and then wherever you are around the world, you can convert that point into money whoever you're signing up around the world. Okay, that is huge. And streamlining, meaning that the back office is an international back office. Some of my other companies, you would have to have a whole totally different website. You cannot just sign up people sometimes on certain things. You have to have a whole different systems, which is confusing. It is not streamlined. It's harder. Okay, so that alone right there is a big deal. And as you are noticing, the company is really updating the website really nicely. It's flowing very nicely. It's cleaning up. Okay, the messaging is very tight, but nobody can beat our startx39now.com. That's the best website ever in the world, right? So, wow, we only have a few more minutes left, everyone. Definitely tonight, David will be speaking, so there will be no beauty podcast, but I promise you, one day you will hear, I will be interviewing him on our beauty podcast. I will be interviewing the biggest movers and shakers in the beauty industry. When you can share these podcasts to anyone in the beauty industry, we will create this community. Okay. The last thing is, I'll be here next Wednesday for the last week, and then I'll be coming back. I'll be going directly to Florida, Orlando. Who here is in Orlando? Get ready for Team Evolve, everyone. By the end of this month, Team Evolve is going to the next level of branding. David Schmidt has committed his only one-time live event to come here with us. Everybody else gets him on Zoom. We get him one time on live. Okay. Whether you can come or not, don't worry about it. Okay. It's just, we can, David always speaks David. Okay. We already got him for Vision, but whoever's going to be in Orlando, enjoy it. We're going to take a lot of videos. We're going to take some pictures. We're going to build that branding content. And I want to go on one more time. I want to bring on Beth Ann, but then I also want to share this before I bring on Beth Ann. Even all the Facebook Lives, everyone. Thank you for sharing my Facebook Lives. Thank you for leveraging me. I will do all the stuff for you. I will make those videos for you. You just get on the Team Evolve page, or you just get on my personal page and you share that. You use that. And I love that we're all interacting, because guess what? when I'm posting up something and each one of you are commenting on that page, guess who's reading that? Everyone. Your network, my network, her network, his network. People are seeing positive things on there. And then guess what happens, Heidi, when people start sharing that? We're piquing interest. We're constantly peaking. And then that would lead into pre-qualification, and that would lead to a package. So I'm leveraging social media. I'm leveraging Facebook. I'm leveraging the office. I'm leveraging the country. I'm leveraging it all. So let's get into Thomas and Beth Ann. How you doing?
So I wanted to share, as of this morning, Dr. Stacy said there were 40 tickets left to Orlando. You know, we just have 1,000. This is an intimate gathering. We're so excited. And she did say maybe she'd let it go just slightly over 1,000, but it's like, if there's any way you can get there, now's the time. Get your ticket ASAP because they're going to be gone.
Wow, thank you, Beth Ann and Thomas, and can't wait to see you both. There's going to be some, this will be the biggest team evolve gathering ever. There will be more SPDs, PDs, EDs, SDs, directors, managers in that one building. I just want to make sure, I just want to see David's face when he sees and feels this love, because he has not, he knows who we are. He knows how powerful we are, but this will be his first time where he gets to see everyone in that room. So once we take that picture, once we take that big team picture there, it is going to be really powerful for a whole team Evolve to show the world. And guess who I'm sending that picture to? This guy too. So, oh man, what an hour, what a time. I just, you know, this was the word leveraging was just on my mind the whole week. I wanted just to really ingrain that and really have a recording of that to share with each one of you. Okay, so Beth Ann, you want to share something else? You're raising your hand? No? Okay. Juan, you want to share one more thing? You're raising your hand?
Yes, I wanted to say the start x39now.com website, amazing leverage for that one. Whoever built that website, the amount of work, effort, energy, and thought has, I mean, that's a wonderful, wonderful resource. The Start 333 Biz, another amazing resource. So, I mean, you guys are outstanding. I just want to say thank you for Marcy and Jan Rand. The fact that they're so generous, kind, and thoughtful and considerate, and the fact we get to leverage their knowledge. And even Marcy does the virtual patching party on Tuesday. I mean, talk about leverage. These people are phenomenal, remarkable people. Thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you for that shout out, Juan. And I just want to piggyback Jan Rand, Marcy, Dr. Stacy, April. I can't even name every leader here, down to the podcast presenters, down to the IT person that designed. And again, where did I meet who built Michelle Blaze, right? All the content and even our Korean website is built by Eric's friend, okay? The whole site, everything we do will be translated in the future of multiple languages, okay? We are just building the foundation this year. This is our 5th year. Once we're done this year, everything next year will be converted into different languages the same way. So now each one of us, now you understand why we never change things. We're not the flavor of the month, right? We are 333 PPP. That can be changed into every language, right? And now we're Team Evolve. We're going to teach people the world now how to build BLD this, right? Because everyone around the world has breakfast, has lunch, and has dinner too, right? So
Peter, hi,
just know,
it's
yes,
Aslan. Can I ask you a quick question?
sure.
Victoria and I were just chatting in a back channel, and she said, because I said I would love to go to Korea, but I can't leave my animals. And she said, well, have Peter help you build your business. And I said, well, how would I do that? And she said, well, send people to him. And I said, well, what would I find them online? So do you have, like, if we find people there, I mean, how do you have suggestions for how we might build our businesses in Korea if we aren't able to go there? And would you be willing to help us if
Of
you're there a little
course.
longer?
Of course, that's my
Okay.
job, Aslam. So reach out to me after this call. Reach out to me later. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep after this, but reach out to me and then we'll connect. Everyone,
Okay.
I'm building foundations here. Okay, Eric is gonna stay here actually until he hits SPD, which is in the next month. Okay, he's staying here. He's supporting everyone. He's sacrificing his time here, but it's cool because he's not married and he don't have kids. I ain't married. I ain't got kids. So I can do a lot of things for you, okay, with you. So leverage us, leverage each other, and just know I love you all. David Schmidt is on tonight, okay? He's going to be training, so no beauty call. I'll see you all next week. Enjoy this week. And California, please let the sun come back. We have enough rain for the year now. We don't need it anymore, okay? So bye, everybody. I'll see you soon.
Peter, there is a enroll a Korean enrollee button that's in LifeWave now. I went the other day to sign somebody up, and there's a little button right there that's special that says enroll a Korean brand partner. Don't know how it got there. Don't know what
Wow.
it does that.
The company is recognizing and they're just adjusting and updating everything as we go. So thank you, Cherie, for sharing that. Everyone, you can actually enroll someone in Korea, in America. Okay, so that's cool. That's really cool. So thank you, Cherie. Bye, everyone. Love you.
Thank you,
See
Peter.
you on Facebook. See you on Facebook. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Thank you.
Bye.